All right, Wandao. Now let's check. Let's look at the sex of God. Is God a he or is God a she? Is Satan a he or a she? In the Bible, the story of the Bible, it's apparent that God is a he. But then, it's not clear whether Satan is a she or a he. Now, looking at the story of the Bible, we are seeing that it's telling us that there is this creature who was taken from God. And this creature was the head of entertainment. So when this creature decided to overthrow the kingdom of God, God got angry. He banished the creature, and he threw the creature to earth in earth, and the creature was given a nod to rule over earth, and earth was called after the creature. Now, if you look at it critically, in the kingdom of heaven, we have God the Father and God the Son. Well, then that states clearly that God is a he. Then we have a son. And it's apparent according to the Bible that the son was not the second from God. Because the second from God was thrown to earth, and the earth was called after the second from heaven, who was the head of entertainment. Practically, in a family setup, we have three entities. That is father, mother, a child, or children. Then, if in the kingdom of heaven, we don't have one entity called mother, but we have father and son, but we know or we hear or it's written that the second entity wanted to overthrow God, and the second entity was thrown to earth. So the second entity is missing in the kingdom of heaven because that entity was thrown to earth. So if the earth was called after the second entity, this second entity, and we call earth Mother Earth, then it's apparent that this second entity must be mother. Because it's the same entity which is missing, and it's the same entity which was banished and thrown out of heaven, and it's the same entity which earth is called after. That's why we called our earth Mother Earth. Then, but because we don't like to be, as in male chauvinist, we like to support or to oil feminism. That's why we can't say that Satan is a she. And that's why even some communities, because they don't want to say it loudly, they have many gods, like Indians, who have God elephant, God snake, God monkey, God lake, God mountain, all gods. So, the next time when we read our Bible clearly, we'll find that then Satan is a she, and God is a he. I don't know whether it will be that God had a wife. Could be that was the first divorce ever, And I don't know why, whether, in the Bible it says that God hates divorce. Could be experience some kind of divorce. And we know, we know that Satan on earth and everything was called after her, or all she was told to control earth. So everything was given to her and it was called after her because everything on earth was after her, was named after her. And that's why we have everything on earth being beautiful. Beautiful snake, beautiful garden, beautiful mountain, beautiful elephant, beautiful crocodile, beautiful wife, beautiful woman. Everything is beautiful except a man. If a man tries to chase a woman, or if a man who is a womanizer, that man is termed as a man who loves other things. If you love, if you are rich, you have a lot of money, you are not told that you love other things. If you have a lot of cars, a lot of buildings. But when you start chasing women, you are called another man. Which means everything on earth is pegged on the first she. And because a man is always said that he was created in the image of God, and hearts were used to make a man, that's why a man is handsome, and nothing else is handsome except a man, and all other things are beautiful. If you read in the book of Revelation, it's all about men, 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 men. I saw one man, I saw two men, I saw 12 men, I saw these men, I saw this men. See, it is clear, very clear, that I don't know, could be God hates the female, whatever, or there is a very big difference between the female and male when it comes to heavenly matters. So the bottom line is, sin and she belongs in one WhatsApp group. Satan is a she.